It's fascinating how much emotion influences our interactions. Think about conversations. What makes someone enjoyable to talk to? What makes you want to engage with them again, or avoid them altogether? A key factor is how well they connect with your emotions. It's about focusing on feelings rather than just the facts. For instance, imagine someone says, "I went for a checkup yesterday and they said it'll take a week to get the results. I'm a bit worried." How would you respond? Would you say, "Oh, I get a checkup every year. It's no big deal"? Or, "You're so responsible for going. You're probably fine. You look healthy." Or even, "I haven't gotten a checkup in ages. I should probably go." These responses focus on the checkup itself. You're turning it into a discussion about whether getting a checkup is good or who gets checkups. But what's really important is the feeling, the worry. A better response would acknowledge their anxiety. "Oh no, what's wrong? You seem pale. You went for a checkup. You go every year, but the results take a week, and it's making you anxious." Really listen to the anxiety. "I know, it's a horrible wait. Do you have any idea what's wrong? Is something feeling off?" If the person said, "I've been sleeping badly, feeling a little tired," then you can understand more of the emotion. Waiting a week after a checkup is always stressful. Hearing, "So, you mean you went to the doctor and they are going to make you wait a week?" shows you care. Someone saying, "The convenience store clerk was rude to me. It's annoying," deserves you to respond with, "That is annoying. What did they do?" And, "That store is terrible. Maybe they will shut down soon." This is about focusing on the feeling of annoyance. Are you tuning in to those emotional signals when listening? It's easy to miss, even in close relationships. I often mess this up in my own relationships, focusing on the details instead of the emotion. Sometimes I have to backtrack dramatically, realizing I missed the point entirely and have to try and reconnect on an emotional level. The key is to ask yourself, why is this person telling me this? What are they feeling? Whether people want to engage with you or not depends on whether they feel heard and understood, not just listened to. It's about acknowledging their feelings. People are drawn to those who understand their emotions. Think of love songs. The singer understands your pain and stays by your side without saying a word. They cry when you cry and laugh when you laugh. Now, imagine a song where you're crying and the other person starts talking about something else. Or you're laughing and they turn away. That's a completely different feeling, right? Matching emotions is essential for connection. Make sure you express your own emotions too. It's about communicating how you feel. It's no good just spitting out facts without saying what you feel. Sharing your background and achievements is not the same as conveying emotions. Instead of introducing yourself with your resume, try saying something like, "I'm so glad to meet you. I was really excited to come to this gathering because I was hoping to meet you and ask you something." Then ask a question that expresses your genuine curiosity and delight when you hear the answer. Focusing on emotions makes interactions more engaging. It's about emotional exchange, not just information. Remember, humans are emotional beings. If you ignore this, you'll struggle to connect with others. Another essential element is being polite. The speaker emphasizes that calmness is the ultimate superpower. Being calm and composed outweighs almost any other skill or trait. Speaking politely and positively is crucial. Speak slowly and calmly. It's incredibly reassuring. Think about how people deliver praise. Think about someone with a calming and polite and positive way of speaking. Imagine if someone were to say, "I watched your performance and it was utter trash. The worst. You're wasting my time." That's the opposite of what you want to be. It's about being polite, calm, and positive. Avoid using harsh or vulgar language. Even if you have a valid point, using aggressive language can make people less receptive to your message. It's not just what you say, but how you say it. Being polite and positive is more likely to attract people to your message. Even if being crude or negative gets momentary attention, that never lasts. You must commit to embracing the power of positivity. Actively avoid negativity and criticism. It may be tempting to point out flaws or disagree with others, but try to resist the urge. Instead of directly contradicting someone, try reframing their statement or offering a different perspective. Acknowledge their viewpoint, even if you don't agree with it. Say things like, "That's one way to look at it," or "I hadn't thought of it that way before," or "There are certainly people who would agree with that." The goal is to minimize conflict through reinterpretation and diplomacy. If you must express dissent, do it subtly. Instead of saying, "You're talking nonsense, shut up and go home," try, "I find what you're saying intriguing, but I need some time to process it. Let's adjourn this discussion for now." Reframing can de-escalate tension. By developing emotional intelligence, politeness, and positivity, you become someone people feel comfortable around. It's about being aware of how your actions affect others. Don't focus on being right, focus on being approachable. Even if you feel like being stoic, try smiling. Even if you feel like criticizing, try softening your words. Speaking slowly, politely, and positively can transform your interactions. It's easy in concept, but hard in practice. But the most important thing is that you can do it. Also, be aware of subtle things like your clothing and hairstyle. Cleanliness and appropriateness are key. Don't be unhygienic. Don't wear a tank top to a meeting or a suit to the convenience store. Beyond that, color matters. Blue and green convey freshness. Yellow and pink add warmth. Don't go overboard though. A purple cap might be shocking. Finally, be wary of isolating yourself with people who are too similar to you. The fear of not being understood can lead you to stick with familiar faces or retreat inward. Treat everyone with respect. Don't be overly deferential to superiors while mistreating subordinates. Be open to learning from those younger than you. Ask for their advice and acknowledge their expertise. It makes people happy to be relied on, so lean on older mentors. But most of all, reach out to others. Raise your eyes, smile, and speak. The most important thing is to be approachable and to approach other people. If you want to be approached, be the one who starts the conversation.